So what we're going into today, first of all, welcome to the 2026 Live Action Day. We're going to go through an introduction of speed, max velocity, and change of direction at pace. So what I find with a lot of the field sport athletes, they're just hitting endurance. We're going to go through something they can do now for 20-25 minutes every week without hitting too much fatigue. We have a vertical jump test at the end, 20-meter dash, and we'll have a bit of fun in between. What we try and go for now is the community element with the online program. We would have started this in COVID times, so the fact that you can bring people together through a common goal. They don't know each other, different clubs, some are opponents. It's good to see them attack the same session, pushing each other on, encouragement. That's still the same, but I think it's nearly elevated, and that's the biggest change over the past couple of years. Your knee to hip height. We'll start slow with it, but just watch the lead foot, okay? There's just a small skip in between. So we'll go slow first and we'll build it up, okay? The only difference is there's a bit of a mechanical clawback with it, okay? So there's a slight kick out, okay? So as we're getting to hip height, slight kick out. So all we're going to do now is walk. Kick out, okay? Just get the arms moving as well, okay? Off. Stick with the claw back. Okay, all the way. Let's get to the, past the second pole, okay? Off we go. Up. Right, Jack, you're on it. Left. Up. Right. Up. You just walk the end line. Left. Up. Halfway. Up. Right. Up. Left. Up. Walk it out. Right. Come on. Don't take, that's it. Yeah, whoa. Jeez, that's a millisecond, that one. Well done, well done. 10 seconds then, go on your own time. Get 10 done each side. So just hands and knees on. That's a fair exercise doing it that way. For 10 each side and change. 3, 2, off we go. Good. I even think lads not knowing each other, forming the group, forming the team environment themselves, I think their performance has been outstanding. There's been some heavy repetitions, heavy weights being used, all muscular endurance, so you're earning your stripes here today. Crack on, or do you take a break, or do you get the 2 minutes done straight away? Good, brilliant. Well done, Sean. Well done, Adam. Finish it out now, boys. All the way back to the flag. Good, Adam. Saoirse will give you your time then. 600 metres in total. Fill up the lungs and sit down on one exhale, okay? So stand in.
How bad is it?
Okay, so in through the nose, big long exhale, sit down on the exhale, off you go. Okay. So if you want to cross your legs and sit in that yoga pose, that'll give you the most space in the back. Keep the breath strong now, so inhale, hold the inhale, and then exhale. And you also have to hold that exhale until we inhale again.
You have to get involved. You have to get sucked into the whole thing of being a GA player, and it is a part of the community. You're not just representing yourself. You are representing your family. You're representing your community, and you have to take huge pride in that. And if that's not enough to drive you on to be a better person or a better player, and to give more back to your club, and as I said, it's just something I felt that, you know, don't underestimate what people are doing for you. Of course, you have to do the work, but again, be very grateful in terms of what's happening out there. And, you know, you're all in good health, and, you know, long may that continue. But again, take more ownership of what you're doing.
Okay, if you're here, I'd be surprised if you don't have a 6-month goal, okay? If you could achieve one major goal in the next 6 months, what would it be? Be brave, show a bit of courage, put it down. If we aim for the stars, lads, we might reach the sky, okay? So get a bit creative with that in your own time at home, your future vision. An image, a word, a symbol, whatever represents your goal, whatever you just wrote down on the previous page has to be represented in those 6 boxes there. All I want you to do is put in your name. So I want you to sign it. That's your signature of commitment. And put the date today.
I think goal setting there was good, to be honest. Never really thought about kind of what I might want to achieve with the club here this year. So I think that was a good thing to think about just there.
I thought it was good inside in the gym. Like the majority of lads here I'd never met, but as soon as you went training then everyone was kind of driving each other on. There's a bit of camaraderie there, so I thought that was good.
Yeah, something that definitely helped me since starting was journaling, and it was something I never thought I'd take into. You know, because even going through school and all that, you just hate books, you just hate them. But when I started journaling, I was able to write down my goals, track what I was eating, and you know, I put into the journal, I'll get a session done at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I have to hold myself to that as well. So definitely that as well.
Probably just discipline, keeping up routine, I suppose. Keeping the head on the goal.
I thought the breath work was very good. Like I've done it once or twice before, but I never really bought into it now. But I'd be someone that's kind of always wound up. I struggle to relax a bit, so that's something I'm definitely going to keep up. Even the box breaths and the bridge breaths and all that. Something you can add in before you go train or before you go to bed or whatever. Like something I can definitely get into routine.
100%.
I think consistency for me is a big thing. I'd push hard for maybe 3-4 weeks, do nothing, then for another 2 or 3 weeks, and you're back to square one. Again, the breath work would be, when I was playing, I'd be up to 100 miles an hour, like, and then you go out in the field, go out in the field and you just fall flat, like flat for 10 minutes. You need to get a belt or a shoulder or a ball to get you going, but definitely the breath work, I'd say, is definitely worth doing.
Perfect.
I particularly liked what your dad was saying. From what it came across to me was we're in a privileged enough position to be able to go the extra mile yourself, and I suppose even if it doesn't influence fellas around you, once it works for you, just go the extra mile, I think, is a good bit of advice there.
Yeah, while you have the time.
The biggest thing for me, I'd say, it's been said already now, but the journaling. I found it's made some improvement for me now. I know at the start you were kind of on to me to get involved in my gym day-to-day life, and I kind of looked at you and laughed at you in a way, and then after New Year there, I've really been trying to implement it, and I've found it's really it kept me consistent and everything, so that's the one thing that I definitely took from the program so far.
Super. Cheers, Zach.
Yeah, as your father was saying there, motivation, get down to training for other people and outworking them, like, and you get onto different teams and stuff, so definitely that.
Yeah, we have 8 kilometres done last night at the club now, so we have a fair bit done.
Yeah, I thought the box breathing was excellent because I know myself before matches I'd struggle to kind of sit still or just, as you said, replaying the game or like playing the game over and over in your head. So I found that good to just relax you, bring your heart rate down, and even it's something to do if you have half an hour before a match. Like, so.
Yeah, I felt today the gym session was very beneficial. I loved the camaraderie about it, and it made it a lot less miserable.
Come on, Joe.
I kind of found from starting the program that kind of focusing on yourself more than what everyone else kind of thinks or anyone else kind of around you. If you can get yourself right and bring yourself kind of back to the club that way, and then drive lads on, kind of improving yourself was kind of the main thing for me.
Yeah, just come back to what Colin said about the interval training. Like when he was on about like in the match, like and train 2 or 3 minutes hard and then give yourself a minute, 30 seconds off. Like you can do that in the gym, or you could even bring it into real life, like just to stop and think for a minute between what you're doing, whether it be work or life or friends or family or anything like that. Kind of just stuck with me.
Yeah, the people that can play, yeah, exactly, yeah, we're privileged to do it. Yeah, it went great, fantastic. Like, I think sometimes you can be worried about these events, and definitely sleepless nights as well leading up to the event, but you know, it's people that we only see from the chest up because you're on Zoom calls, you're going through how can we operate on an online environment, but to actually know that there's an online element related to a group in-person element, I think was fantastic. Like, values and morals will always stay the same in the program. Doing your work, knowing your habits, your non-negotiables. We spoke about the success metrics, and 80% of success is the crazy and sporadic, I suppose, life and reality that we do have. So if anything, we're very systematic. We'll only fall to the level of our systems. We actually won't rise to the level of our goals. So yes, we'll aim for the stars and hopefully we'll hit the sky. But I think if anything that full rotation brings to someone is just that groundness to know that yes, we can be up and down, roadblocks, obstacles, but the result will always be there, the transformation will always occur.